So today we are going to see about changing family systems in India. So for this video, for this lesson, I've taken three headings in family, that is family structure, family functions and family process, and how that has changed around the world, or globally how that has changed. And next part is specifically to India, how that has changed in India. So now first let's start with family structure. So what is family structure? Family structure is the member of the household who are linked by blood or marriage or through adoption. So that is family structure. So based on family structure, if we look back, we've had the major three types of family is joint family, nuclear family and extended family. So joint family is when under one roof, the grandparents, the father, mother, their siblings, they reside under one roof, common treasury. That is a joint family, which is also known as an Indian family system. And then nuclear family, where husband and wife with their children reside under one roof. It is a nuclear family. The next one, extended family, is a family where you have a husband and wife, children, and a blood relative residing in with them. With this family is called as the extended family. But now, in the recent or the changing trends in family structure is you have single parent household. Due to widowhood or due to choice, people are not going, they don't want to marry, but they rather adopt, or due to high divorce rates in the recent era, there are emergence of single parent household is really high. Next one, cohabitation. I think we all know what cohabitation is living together. Is intimate relationship that includes a common living place and which exists without the benefit of legal, cultural or religious sanctions. So that has come and taken the place of family itself, but however it is not legally or religiously or cultural wise it is recognized as a family. Next one is homosexual marriages. After the 80s and after they got their recognition, and that has come, and even same-sex families have come to today's trend. Next one is child-free couples, where couple now they have a choice, or they want to have a family without children. These things, if you go back before 50 years, which was not there, but right now these things are there. These things are some changes that we have seen or we can see in the families globally. But is this the same with the families in India also? So in one of the articles in the Hindu newspaper, it said this. It was a research that was done by United Nations Progress of World Women's Report in 2019, which categorized types of families based on structure. So couple with children, there are 41% families are couple with children, that is nuclear family, couple with children. Extended family is 37.1%, whereas it's one couple only family is 8%, which for India it's really high. Couple who are going or having families without children. Next, single mother family, which is 5.4, which has tremendously increased over the past years. And one person family, which is one person not choosing to marry or staying, it's 4.1%. And non-relation, people just through adoption or trying to family functions. So what are family functions? Family functions are essential functions that are performed by family for the society, like socialization, procreation. So there are so many sociologists and social psychologists. They have given the type of functions, but I have taken Mac Ivor's function. He has classified the functions into essential and non-essential functions. So in under essential, you have your physical functions such as procreation, child rearing, sexual needs, protection. All those things he has categorized under essential function, that are physical functions. The next one he has categorized as non-essential functions, which are religious function, recreational functions, moral functions, and all those things Mac Ivor has classified into non-essential functions. These are non-essential function. Even without these, you can survive. But now, let's see globally how families function have changed in the past years. If we go to procreation, which is considered as one of the prime or important functions of the family. In fact, the theory of origin of families says, because of procreation, or because you need to have a lineage, that is how the family came into picture. So reproduction, child rearing, these are the main functions of family. But now if we look into today's scenario, we have increase in births and sexual relation before and during and outside marriage. So which is a drastic or a tremendous change, because the basic function of the family itself has changed. So because of which divorce rates are higher, and marriage has lost its place in this family. Next one is occupation. Here family had their own occupation in the past years. It would be an agriculture or their family business, and children learned skills at home. But right now that has taken occupation is after industrialization. Occupation is taken into office. Work is office, and so the skills are developed in schools. Socialization, again, which was a primary function of the family. Now primary socialization and secondary socialization was taken care of the family was taken care by the family. But now primary functions are still done by family. However, the secondary functions are through schools, through other agencies of the society. One more function is that protection of the old age people, aged people, deceased people, even special children who are in special need and care, persons with disability. All these things family took care of them. But now you have external agencies like healthcare agencies, or clinical agencies, or social welfare agencies, which have come to take the role, or which have already taken the role of family in protection also. And again, religious and moral values, families have loosened, or it is diluted its values, and in today's trend, it is a question mark in most of the families. Next, changing family process. So decision making, if we look back, women did not have a role in decision making process, but now women can make decision, or women can participate in the decision making process. Work participation, again, earlier it was a patriarchal society, which means women were not allowed to work. And now, due to the poverty, or because you need two people to work in a family to run the family, women folks have also come out of the family or come out of the kitchen and started working. Change in authority. Men, like I said, men, it was a patriarchal society, and which means it was the father who was who was in control. But now it has become more of a collective responsibility of the family. So now you might wonder why or how this change has occurred, because it's a drastic change that we just saw in the families. There are several factors. One big factor is industrialization. Because of industrialization, people were asked to change. People were asked to move from their natives to a place, or they were migrated, and they were forced, or they have to adapt to the change. Next one is education. When education came in, people started to think. Certain practices which they felt are not useful were cut down. When women started studying, women started going out, they understood the value of themselves, and through which, again, there are a lot of good things that has happened, and there are also a lot of things that are not good has also happened because of this. Legislation. In India, especially, the Hindu Succession Act has changed the status of women, Hindu women in India. It is the act which talks about women having the right to inheritance. Next, Special Marriage Act, which talks about the choice that in the mate selection is given to both the genders. And also other factors are decline in agriculture and village industry. Like, industrialization happened, and people were forced to move towards the urban areas. Change in marriage system and impact of Western culture. So these are some factors that has influenced the change in families. So I hope you would have understood the changes in family system in India. We'll discuss more in class. Thank you.